Steam just absolutely destroyed, obliterated Nvidia's most likely completely rogue and evil plans. What are these plans? I have absolutely no idea, never heard of them. But as long as Steam does something, I'm a fan. Not gonna lie, I'm a big fan. At this point, I'm gonna be straight with you boys. Listen, whatever Gabe does is fine by me, okay? Gabe can be on the Epstein list twice, and your boy's still gonna support him, okay? I'm not gonna lie, it's that easy. We don't have a lot of good choices anymore, so we just need to pick the best ones we got. And that's Gabe and Steve at this point.
What is this? You're making me pay you to stand at the cash register? What is the meaning of this? Have you gone off the deep end?
China.
What's the best news gamers could get during the holidays, other than zero sales and price increases? How about a nice announcement from Nvidia that there's going to be an hourly cap on how long you can play video games? Yeah.
What? What? Wait. How can they? What? I'm sorry. I'm pretty sure I didn't sign any renting license or user agreement license when I bought my Nvidia garbage. What? What is going on?
Just love hearing that news. Hey, you don't own anything, and you will be paying 10 times as much as you did, and you will enjoy it like Triple H expects you to enjoy the slop that he's writing every single week for Monday Night Raw. This was always the future that we had predicted. It was too good to be true. Developers make software and they sell it to you in a physical form that you can preserve and play whenever you want. That sort of freedom did not provide ultra wealthy corporations the type of security that they want to invest in long term. And with the RAM crisis happening right now, this is the perfect
RAM crisis, that's a funny name.
Opportunity for companies to tell you, hey, you don't even need hardware to play games anymore, so don't worry about buying hardware. Rely on our servers. Stop collecting games. Stop emulating. Please rely on...
Yeah, stop using the massive library of games you haven't played on Steam and bought for literally nickels on the dollar because 99% discounts. Don't you care about the economy? Don't you care about these people who are making this AAA slop? Don't you think Ubisoft developers deserve... No, I think they deserve worse. I need sound effects. God, honestly, I need sound effects. Let me actually Google, can I find them, okay? Sound effect. Can we get it? Yeah, no. Now these are some kind of YouTube remixes. In any case, now I want these people to suffer more. Okay, they have not paid their rightful dues. They have not gotten repentance in eyes of me or anyone goddamn else at this point. So, no. These developers deserve worse.
On us, because once you're completely dependent on our services, you can't escape, you can't go anywhere else, because ownership is no longer actually a thing. Actual hardware will be something that only exists for big tech companies. Advanced tech, for the average consumer, might end up fully being a thing of the past. I mean, of course, I'm talking about the most extreme possibilities here, but knowing how big tech operates, knowing what the industry's trying to do right in front of our...
I'm sorry, if you're paying any attention to what tech pros are doing, you're not even thinking that this is too far away, okay? Tech pros redesign trains literally every 2 months at this point, and are finding new innovative ways of trying to sell you such rare commodities as sunlight and oxygen. Yes, it's crazy stuff.
Our own faces, treating us like we're stupid cattle who need to be guided right into the kennel for our own good. So, I really hope you're comfortable not owning things enough as it is, because it's about to get even worse. And yet somehow Valve may end up being our saving grace during a period like this. Welcome back to Fratanga Plays, the only place where you're asked to keep your shoes on, but you can partake of any substance in front of me. It's fine. Now, I'm not trying to be too greedy here, but I just want to say thank you so much for the amount of support this channel has gotten this year.
Wow.
Like, we have really blown up, and I'm really hoping, we're running out of time.
You should literally subscribe to me instead. It's better.
So probably won't happen if we could reach 120,000 subs, so I can do more stuff with the face cam. I don't know, if you want to see me doing soy face, let's hit 120,000 subs, and don't forget to tune in to the streams every Sunday. We have the best of times. All right, without wasting your time, news came from Nvidia that left so many gamers concerned, including myself. The very same company that I bought a bunch of GPUs from over the years might end up being the very same company that comes to take all of that freedom away from me. Believe me, so many companies are dying to take away your game ownership and your freedom to own hardware and operate it. So GeForce Now, you may have heard of it. It's Nvidia's streaming service. I mean, everybody has one these days. I would argue that they have one of the more stable services out there, though. From what I have seen, I've never subbed to
I have no idea what a GeForce is. Explain it to me like I'm a child.
it, and I've never used it, but I have seen other people use it. And it's just surprising how infinitely better it is than PS Now or Game Pass. Not good enough to make me ditch actual, downloads or actual games existing on my drives. I could see this being useful if I played video games on the go, but I'm not that addicted to video games. I don't need to play them in every single little setting. I'm okay from being disconnected from
True, based and real. This is what I'm telling you every time I hear any conversation. But like, handhelds. I don't get. Handhelds should all be destroyed. We already spend a lot of time on our computers. We need to spend less time there, okay? How many hours a day do you spend on your computer? That's a lot. And the moment you're off it, most people are instantaneously using their phones, or some of you poor saps are actually using handhelds, which is a complete, which is an unforgivable level of degeneracy, okay? I'm not gonna lie, you're not surviving in the New World Order. It is what it is. Phones are already bad. I don't use my phone for anything. The last time I played a game on my phone was like 5 years ago, when my phone was already outdated 10 years ago, and it was Sudoku, because that actually is a good game. Okay, anything that actually stimulates the brain and not dopamine level, brain rot Diablo 4 levels is a good thing, in my opinion.
video games, as should you. But whatever, these streaming services exist. And they don't exist out of convenience. GeForce exists with the goal of replacing how video games are played the way we play them now. As we can see here, Nvidia puts 100-hour monthly limit on all GeForce Now subscriptions.
Nice.
Nvidia has announced that starting January 1st, 2026, each GeForce Now cloud gaming subscription will be limited to 100 hours of play time per month. The company is implementing its long-lasting promise.
Now, to be absolutely fair, 100 hours per month is a lot, but it's not a lot. If you're playing 8 hours a day, which is achievable, sadly, I guess, that's literally less than 13 days. If you are playing 4 hours a day, that's 25 days. Which is slightly less and way more on average. If you are, though, playing 2 hours a day, that's plenty. But most people, I'm assuming, are gonna, play from 2 to 4 hours a day. Which means, yeah, you could actually be running short.
Field in 2024, with the option for users to purchase additional playtime as needed.
Now, I'm not defending this, by the way, at any level. This is obvious, just the next level of corporate greed. You truly will own nothing and be happy, but probably pay for it extra and not really be happy. What a time to be a time, boys. But, I mean, this is just horrible, obviously. I'm not trying to defend this at all. I'm just saying this doesn't even really check out if you're like the casual dad gamer. You can't even play Arc Raiders enough.
That's right. If you want to play video games as long as you want, you're no longer able to just do that freely. They are charging you to play video games by the hour now. Or I mean, at least when you hit the 100-hour mark. But yeah, you can buy an extra 15 hours for just $3. For the ultimate tier priced at $19.99 per month, additional 15-hour blocks are available for...
So if you're playing 8 hours a day, some by the way will literally play more, you need to buy roughly almost 10-15-hour blocks, and then you're safe if you play 8 hours a day. So that's a lot of money. That is a lot of money.
$5.99 each. Jesus Christ.
Nvidia unironically found a way to make Netflix look like a good deal.
Since months are averaged to about 30.437 days, any playtime exceeding the 100-hour limit is rounded up to the next 15-hour block, potentially leading to extra charge. If someone wants more playtime, for instance, playing around 3 hours per day, approximately 91 hours per month, remains with the base fee. But playing 4 hours daily, about 122 hours per month, results in extra costs of approximately $15 on the performance tier or the $31 on the ultimate tier. How does this not sound insane to the people who came up with this concept? I get it. Servers cost money to host and run, but we know that they don't cost so much that you need to tack on extra fees if people go over a limit.
Dude, the server costs are such absolute crazy BS, by the way. The server cost thing is a complete lie almost in all situations. Wikipedia, one of the largest websites in the goddamn world, pays pennies in server costs and literally rakes in millions from donations. Like, their server costs, I forgot what it is, but the whole of Wikipedia's server costs in a whole year, I don't think even exceeded like 20 million or something like that. That is crazy. No, million is a lot. I don't remember, but it was an extraordinary small amount of money. And Wikipedia is probably one of the easily most visited sites on the internet. You need to understand that server costs are absolute lies most of the time.
We know this. How? Because the entire gaming industry has been running on servers for a long ass time. Server fees are a made up thing. They don't actually fucking exist. These corporate cocksuckers created a brand new fee because it's not enough for you to just subscribe to their service. It's not enough for you to buy their cards. It's not enough for you to financially support them in any way at the moment, as they are now literally like the ¡1 company in the world. I guess when you get that big, you have to start charging people just for playing past 100 hours. My head cannot wrap around this level of greed. We used to joke about how one day gaming companies are gonna charge you for every single time you press the power button on your console or every single time you drag a mouse. It was real fun.
Yeah, remember when we joked about World of Warcraft asking you $1 every time you take a step? Well, we're kind of approaching that.
Funny when we used to joke about that, but then one day it happened. One day they started charging you to finish their own games. Like, I don't mean you beating them, but for them to actually go in and update and finish the game with quote-unquote expanded content. Then they started charging you to play your own damn games online on the internet you already pay for. Then they started charging you for the very...
Who is this woman?
...clothing of video game characters. Something that used to just be able to unlock naturally in a game. Or then Nintendo started charging people money to access the microphone built into their console, or charging them so they could use a webcam to play with their friends on.
Base Nintendo, they know that their slop audience is gonna eat that up right there and then.
Online. Or when these companies started charging you for cloud saves. If they can get away with all of that, and Nvidia is gonna get away with this, it's not some grand conspiracy theory, it's reality. It's not fear-mongering, it's happening. It's destined to. Extra lives will cost money.
I absolutely love how rigged this system is and how obviously predatory it is. Let me explain if you don't know how this actually works. It goes something like this. Well, you're using our service, and it's a live service, so obviously we're accumulating extra costs, so you have to pay for those costs. And the response to that is obviously, I don't want this to be a live service. Why the hell do you not have an offline mode? If you made that, I would never use your live service, and we could all live happily. You wouldn't have to pay the extra maintenance costs, and I would never use your online services. And then they're like, whoa, 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 whoa. It can't be offline. Why? Doesn't that save you money? No, no, no. Yeah, you see how stupid this conversation becomes really fast?
Save states will cost money. Loading the game will cost money. Being able to use the controller will cost money. All of that will cost money one day. We may not live to get to see it, but we're living during the earliest stages. And just looking at the tiers, it's laughable too. They want to categorize and separate every single thing gamers have once been able to do freely for decades as specific tiers that they can monetize. As you can see here, there's the free basic rig. By the way, it's got ads. You know,
nice.
If you want to play your games, there's going to be ads in there. Like, this is how insanely greedy this is. Like, game devs are not
1 hour gaming sessions, 6 hour gaming sessions, and the ultra $10 a month price is $8. Wow.
satisfied. The industry is not satisfied with you just merely purchasing games anymore. So for anybody who tells you, buy your games, support the developers.
Oh wait, this is also the holiday pricing, Jesus.
They're all full of shit. A purchase is clearly not enough. Now that motherfuckers are approving of companies running ads in the games that they make, your purchase means nothing. You get 1 hour gaming sessions, yay! Up to 1080p resolution, up to 60 FPS. Not that that matters.
I like the idea that it's up to 60 FPS. Not that you're gonna get 60 FPS. Think about that twice. But it's up to 60 FPS. Ain't that beautiful?
When there's a shit ton of latency, but okay. And then no priority access. Then of course, there's the half price holiday sale for the performance one. That's $5 a month. Hey, but don't worry, no ads for your $5. And you get access to 4,000 games. And some of them you can install, some. And you get 6 hours up to 1440p, up to 60 FPS. Then you get the ultimate package for $10 a month, which all it really does is it gives you 4K and up to 240 FPS in 8 hours. But again, what the fuck is the point of 4K and what the hell is the point of 240 FPS when you're streaming a game? You will not...
What's the point of 240 FPS when I can only see 30? There's still people who believe that crap.
Really see the benefits of that when you're streaming a fucking video game. Who the hell falls for this shit? The only games that are even worth your time here are the ones you can install. Everything else that has to be streamed will not really get a real benefit from anyone's hardware or the hardware running it on the servers. Here's the worst part is that on top of all of this, the perfect storm has been brewing for Nvidia for a long time. Actually, it's the perfect storm for all tech companies, and that's how the AI bubble is affecting the pricing of RAM.
Oh,
There's
boy.
no price set too high for companies who buy in bulk, but the price can be too high for the average consumer, who's gonna one day ask themselves,
What is the point of actually selling RAM in bulk at this point? Because you're just losing money. The idea, okay, listen. The idea of selling in bulk exists because it's get more money faster. But considering RAM is already like a luxury commodity at this point and there's not enough of it, why the hell are you actually selling it in bulk? You should give them no discount. You should literally give them no discounts and charge extra for buying in bulk. That's the easiest way to make money. Because what are they gonna do? Not buy the RAM? You need to understand that the AI gold rush is literally, from start to finish, all about the idea who creates it first.
what's the point in buying RAM that's basically the same exact price as my PC? I can just stream GeForce Now from my laptop and never spend $1,000+ on any PC components ever again. Hell, I don't have to buy a $1,000 console. I don't have to buy a $1,000 handheld. Let's rely on Nvidia. You know, I got a chance to watch the Joe Rogan podcast.
You know what's my favorite part actually about AI? It's AI safety, okay? Is AI safe? Well, of course AI is safe. We made restrictions for AI so it can't do these certain bad things, so it will never harm anyone. Oh, neat. You mean the restrictions that AI is literally constantly breaking? Just because it feels like it? Those restrictions? Well, yes, but you see that AI is not allowed to break them. Dude. Too early to explore space. Too late to go colonize the Aztec women. And there you go.
Cast with the Nvidia CEO Jensen. Now, I did enjoy the whole episode.
Also, this guy's such a liar. He says that he reads like 5,000 emails a day or something. Have you did the math? Reading 5,000 emails, if you can literally read one email in a second, which is impossible, you do understand how much time that takes. One email a second. Yeah, the average email is going to be read in, what, like 10 seconds if you're being super fast about it, and if you're not going to reply, what's the point of reading them? Dude, I love these big company people who feel the need, because this is what they all feel like. They feel the need to somehow try to make everyone believe that they're special in some way, that they do something unique. And typically it's a poor lie like, oh, I read 5,000 emails a day. No, you don't. No one believes you.
A lot of interesting talk. I didn't know about Nvidia's history with
But obviously that's a joke, Nvidia. Do not shut down my graphics card.
Sega and how that basically kickstarted their entire legacy. And there's something eerie about the way, you know, Jensen tries to humanize the fact that he's a corporate billionaire CEO who suffers and goes through emotions just like the rest of us. The man is well-spoken, he's intelligent, he's forward-thinking, he plans out stuff ahead of time, his mind is operating on it 24/7. Everything we're witnessing is pre-planned. I wouldn't be surprised if Jensen had thought of this over 10 years ago and has been working endlessly to achieve it. Yeah, sure, it's sentimental and emotional when Jensen sits there and tells you about how their gaming cards and the consumer base helped them get here, but you're going through a post-consumer era right now. You don't need the consumer. They're easily discarded. They're not where your bread comes from anymore. And so for that very reason, there are rumors that Nvidia is going to be cutting back production of their GPUs.
Isn't that like, what the... Isn't that kind of confirmed?
No, they're saving every little bit of resources they have left to continue investing in AI. Now, I wish it solely boiled down to angry computer nerds like me can't have hardware
All these people look like they have something to hide in their basements.
at affordable prices anymore. But it goes far beyond that. These companies are encroaching on your own personal freedoms. Your purchase isn't worth shit! Sorry to yell, but it's like, fuck, dude, I'm so stressed. I worked my fucking ass off, and so did you. I know you work too. You watching me through the other side of that monitor. I know you work your ass off. I know you bust every day so that you can save up money and then work to build your...
True. As a YouTuber, my job is 100 times more complicated than anyone else's job in the world. Big true. Thankfully, someone finally recognizes my sacrifices.
PC and then work to set it up so that you cannot work.
Especially as a React content creator. The amount of work and dedication I give into watching a video is preposterous. The average mind cannot comprehend the sacrifices I have done.
I know the struggle. We've all been through it. Sometimes you felt like, hey, All my work was validated because my purchase just gave me access to a brighter future of being able to do things that I want in the computing world. But no, your purchase ain't worth shit anymore. If you want to buy your GPUs, that's about as meaningless as leasing a car. You don't own the damn thing.
Actually, the mathematics behind leasing a car are pretty good. If you're gonna lease a car, implying that you don't sell your car every 2 years, you're actually not losing a lot in leasing a car. You're, in fact, in some situations, actually gaining depending on the price.
And what frustrates me even more is that millions upon millions of people are...
It's like the Archer meme, where he doesn't actually drive his car, he just has someone tow his car from location to location because that's cheaper.
Perfectly okay with the future like that. Unless, of course, you're betting on the Steam machine or Valve. Right now, we're seeing a gross shift into subscription services heavily from companies like Sony, Nintendo, and especially Microsoft. They're placing their bets on you subbing to their service and completely avoiding $80 or $100 price tags. That's all intentional. If you think these fuckers didn't raise their game prices to lock you into a subscription service, then you do not know these companies well enough. The Steam machine will be the only system that releases that doesn't offer a subscription service.
Good.
For now. I wouldn't be surprised if Valve eventually wants one because they did seem to rub elbows with Microsoft about putting Game Pass on Steam. The Steam machine will be the only system...
Well, putting Game Pass on Steam is... Wait, don't they actually have Game Pass on Steam? I thought that that's already a thing that exists. But, I mean, Steam giving you more options is just the way that Steam has done it always.
That will let you play PlayStation, Xbox, and PC games and emulate, and it might be like the only affordable way to game until RAM prices go down too, as it does come in.
Did I just hear this guy actually say prices go down? I'm sorry. When was the last time in history, except oil, prices did go down? By the way, oil at some point is also gonna figure out that, wait a minute, their prices don't actually have to go down. They can just keep going up like everything else. We need a purge. In any case, yeah, that was Fratanga Place. 10 out of 10. Bye.